expert. A few moments ago, you were saying only 14% of a child's time is spent at school, yet they're still failing maths. At what point does a parent become involved when they see an issue regarding their children's results? And it's not just my teacher doesn't like me, we've all had that.
Yeah.
Where do you get involved?
Well, it's to get behind the issue. Is it a teacher-child clash, or is there actually a problem with your child's ability, or is it a poor teaching situation? And in this case, one definitely does have to go into dialogue and conversation with the powers that be at school.
How much should a parent be pushing their children, Nikki, to keep maths? These days you've got this option of dropping maths and science. Is it grade 10 these days, standard 8, back when I was in school, I'm not giving my age away. How much should a parent be pushing children to rather take maths and science? Because let's face it, the career opportunities are far broader.
Well, I think one also has to take into account the kind of child you have and their interests. I, for example, took maths until matric, and that was a really silly thing for me to do, because that's not eventually where I landed up, and it wasn't my field of interest, and it threatened my entire matric. There are so many different options and opportunities out there right now, and I think we need to keep our minds quite broad. Yes, we need engineers, we need scientists, there's going to be a lot of career development in medicine and genetics and things like that, but there is a huge focus now on the arts, and by the arts we don't just mean people who are creating videos and cartoons and that sort of thing. We're talking about people who are in design, and design is design of processes, procedures, practices. What about nanotechnology, which is part of science? Somebody's got to market nanotechnology. These are tiny little invisible objects that will be in our fabrics, so that, for example, we won't have to wash and iron our clothes. Nanotechnology will be everywhere. It's one of these new career paths of the future, new industry of the future.
And we're going to take a look at that, Nikki, I beg your pardon. We will take a look at that career and the future industry. What does it hold, and what do employees and employers expect from each other? It's coming up after the break. But don't forget, this afternoon on the E! News channel, we'll also speak to the economist Mike Schussler, of course a regular guest on this channel, to find out which sectors, I do beg your pardon, of the